Hi, welcome to Derek Does. Today, we're doing this. This is the Fjallraven Anorak No.8. It's one of my favorite jackets I have. I bought this jacket a couple years ago, and it's one of those jackets that I bought simply because I think I saw it, like in a catalog perhaps, and it's like one of those things that you see it and you're like, I have to have one of those. That looks so fantastic. So what I did is I did some research, and I saw some videos of some other guys showing their Anorak No.8 from Fjallraven, and it was like, it was a clear winner. It's like, this has everything I was looking for. As a kid, when I was younger, I had the LL Bean Anorak. I wear a down coat or a vest, and I had that over top of it, and that was kind of like my daily when I worked on the farm to keep the wind off and the rain off and keep me warm. So I wanted something similar but a little more heavy duty, especially being here in Colorado. So I found this online, and I had to find one. So I started looking around to find one, and finally I had a really good deal on one. Now, these are not cheap. They're not a cheap jacket at all. It's something that you purposely want to go purchase, and you have to save up for it because it's, again, from the catalog, I think they're charging what I just searched up, and I don't think these were what it was when I did it originally, but they're asking $500, which is a lot of money, particularly for an Anorak. Even though it has a ton of features and is really well made, and I'm going to show you all that. If you shop around, you can find these much cheaper, and a lot of places that sell them will have sales, and then they'll have like a 20% discount. So for around the 300 mark, you can find one of these brand new, and you can find one used too. I'm sure used, there's no problem with a used one either. This is from Fjallraven, and it's the Anorak No.8. Now, they have a whole line of number something, and these were their like original things they made. And so eventually they just called it the No.8 because maybe this was the 8th thing they offered when Fjallraven, which is a Swedish company, came out. And I think they came out in the mid-60s with backpacks. And they're really famous for the backpacks, and they started making outdoor clothing like the Greenland jacket, which I don't have yet, but it looks intriguing. And I have a few things. This is a Fjallraven hat. I showed you the video on the Fjallraven trousers, the Pro. I have those. Love those. That kind of got me into Fjallraven, was the pants, and then from there I started finding other stuff. But this is the parka, and I'll show you. I'll put it on, and I'll show you all the features, and I'll do a little spin to show you how it looks when you're wearing it. But then also I'll put it on the hanger, and I'll show you the features of the jacket, of the Anorak, and I think you're going to just love it. If this is something that you're looking for, particularly if you spend time outdoors where there's multiple styles of weather, like it's really windy sometimes, or it's rainy, or it's really sunny, intense. But I wear this particularly, the thing I really love when I wear this is when it's super, super snowy and blowy and cold out. I'll wear a down jacket. I'll put this over top of it, and it acts as keeps the down jacket from getting wet or hurt, but it also stops the rain, and it just adds an extra layer of everything. And especially in Colorado, it's all about layers. So let me put it on. Now, to put it on, an Anorak is not like a normal jacket. What you have to do is you put the sleeves, put your sleeves on, put it in front of you, and then hopefully the microphone won't be too messed up, but then you pull it over your head, kind of like a sweater almost. I left the hat on because I put my mic up on top of the hat. So then you pull this down. Now it's on, and then on the sides there are two zippers that go completely down, and now I'm completely protected around me from the elements. So I'll come back. So here it is, so you can see the full length of it. It's a nice length. It comes right below kind of like where your pocket bags and your jeans would be. I'm not wearing Fjallraven pants today. Another thing to keep in mind when you purchase one of these, don't get them in the same color as your favorite pants, because then you look like you're wearing like a snowsuit, uh, and you're just like one continuously colored Fjallraven billboard, and I don't like that. That's why I took off uh, the little fox, which is over here, which I'm okay with on this. I took it off my hat just because I'm tired of always looking like a billboard. But the sleeves are really nice length. You can see it has a bit of a fishtail that comes down like right about mid quad thigh area there. And it has a ton of features. It's really loose and airy to wear. It doesn't get in the way. It's not constricting. This is a size medium. Originally, when I bought this, I thought I needed a large because a lot of my Fjallraven stuff was a large. But I'm glad I got the medium because they do run big. Even with layering, they run big. I know a couple guys that even bought an extra small just to wear it like a normal jacket without much room for layering. But I like a little bit of layering. Another great feature, just top of the, as I showed you, the zippers that come down to close it up. It's actually two zippers. It's a two-way zipper. So you can actually, from the top, it opens up and then you can get some air in there. So your jacket's still connected at the bottom, but you have air through the middle there, which is really nice. All the zippers are very nice zippers. I mean, it's a good quality. And they all have these nice long leather tabs on them, kind of like a classic military jacket. So if you're wearing gloves, or if it's really cold and your hands just aren't working quite right, you can grab that and it gives you a way better than just a little zipper pull on that. On the front, it has this big open pocket here that goes all the way through. I can touch my hands. And inside there's a smaller pocket that would hold like a wallet and keys or something small that you didn't want to get jostled around. These also have zippers that you can close them up, pull them up. So they're made to actually put your hands in. So they're at the top, so you just pull it down, put your hands right in. They have a little flap around it to keep the weather out also. So when you are zipped up and it starts to rain, it's not going to get through to the zipper and into your stuff on the inside. On the front, it also has a big flap here. It's a dual zipper here also. So depending what side you're on, another big pocket that you can get into. So you have two pockets basically, two big pockets. So you could put maps, drinks, food, whatever you want at the top here, and still have this pocket below for your hands to go into there, and you can hold other stuff in there too. So it has that nice pocket, plus the third pocket there for your keys or wallet or whatever you have. Another great feature of this parka is the hood. Now, you see it just kind of lays there like this. Here, I'll do a little spin so you can see. It lays flat, and you don't really realize how big this parka is, or the parka hood. So it comes up, and you have this great big hood. So it comes up. I think it can. You can wear a helmet if you need to, if you're like climbing in the mountains and you really want the protection. It has room for that, and the hood has a thick wire all the way around the outside, so you can bend it to any position you want to get just the right feel for whatever you're doing with this hood. The hood also acts as a snorkel if it's a really bad weather, really rainy, really windy, really snowy. You can pull this up and you can pull it in tight, so it's just like a N3B parka. You can pull it in there and have a really nice parka, even though it's not insulated. That's why you'd wear like a heavier jacket underneath it, and it has room for that. Which is a really great feature. Also, inside has a really nice feature. It has like a built-in garter, almost like a scarf almost. That folds flat here, and you don't see it. But when you want it, you can undo it, and you have buttons over here that'll make it. And I'll show you that coming up too. Maybe I'll show you that right now. All right, so here's what I was talking about. It has this fabric in here, and this is all that G1000 fabric from Fjallraven, which is a waterproof material, heavy duty. It's a mix between cotton and polyester, recycled. And also at the elbows and on the shoulders and areas of wear, I think even the butt area, it's the G1000 heavy duty material. So if you're going to be sitting on rocks and that sort of thing, which this actually is perfect seating wise to keep your butt dry if you're sitting on something wet. So this is what I was talking about. As you can see, we have buttons on this side. And again, everything's nicely oversized. So if you are wearing gloves or if your hands are a little numb, it's easy to get to. So all you have to do is you unflap this, and now you have this big flap. And then with the buttons, you just button it up. So if you're out and you don't want the hood up, but you still want to protect your face from the wind, you can button this up. And now you're kind of protected from the wind coming at you. And it comes right at your eye level, which is just great. And if you want to zip it up, you can push all that in and it'll act as a kind of like a wind flap. So you can take that all the way up. Sorry, the voice is probably sounding crazy. But it keeps you nice and then you also have these tabs here that you can pull in and out to get just the right fit. The hood also has a strap on the back. I'll show you that when we get it up there. That you can pull that in to make it forward or back. And then with the wire, like I was saying, you can adjust the size that it's fitting around. So if you're not using this, you just undo it. You fold it back. There's another button up here. And now that's out of the way. And you really don't notice how big the hood is when it's down. It just kind of holds it folds really nicely, which is what I'm trying to say. So let's put this up on the rack and I will show you what it looks like close-ups and all the features inside the jacket too. So here it is. This is the Fjallraven Anorak No.8 right here. Size medium. Nice leather tag stamped in there too. Again, you're paying a little extra because they do extra stuff like this, all this little extra bits of leather. Here's the sides I was talking about. So you have two zippers, as you can see right there. The one goes all the way down. The other one can go down also or up, giving you that air or no air. The cuffs are just a straight up cuff. There's no like storm cuff inside it. And it has a strap here. It's adjustable. You have this size, and then there's also another one inside there. I wish they had one more just to get it really tight. That'd be my only suggestion to get that little extraness there. On the front, inside, you do have, where is it? I thought you had it. Well, there's where the pocket is. On the back, you can see there's a drawstring here that you can get tight. You just pull that in and you can tighten that up. So the back is tighter. The front doesn't have a drawstring, but it has it at the bottom here, as you can see. So you can pull that. It's not here in the waist, but there. So you have the drawstring here in the back, but you also have it down here to get it tight. And you also have this kind of interesting feature. I've never seen this on a jacket either. So there's a little piece right here that you can snap, and the other side is over here. And what it is basically a strap that will strap the back to the front of the jacket. So your legs would be here, and it kind of turns it into like a pair of pants almost without the legs. And that keeps the wind, if you're in a really windy situation, that'll keep it all together. Or if it's really heavy brush or something like that, your jacket won't be flying up and down, which is kind of an interesting, nice little feature that they have for that. As you can see, that's the inside. Nothing crazy on the inside. It's just this nice, thick material. and you can see here it's thicker material here on the elbows. This is that double zipper, either this way or that way. For the first pocket, that's a real pocket, and then this is the pockets here for your hand, and I think it's on this side is, yeah, this is the extra little pocket for your keys and that sort of thing. This is the hood I showed you. That's a close-up of it, and then these are the buttons here with a close-up. And as you can see, there's drawstrings here. There's drawstrings here. On the back, this is the hood, and you can see there's actually another adjuster here. It's so adjustable. So adjustable. Like, you can get this jacket exactly how you want. You have a kind of a locker loop or so there. And here you can see the heavier duty material down here, which is their heavy duty G1000, and that's so you can sit on it, and you can see it's a double layer material there, so it's a little thicker there because that you're going to be sitting on your butt. Underneath the armpits, you can see it's a double gusseted there to give you lots of room. Nothing's constricting. The Fjallraven little fox, which is Swedish actually for Arctic fox, I believe, is Fjallraven. That's where the company gets its name. I love this jacket. I really do. It comes in different colors. In the U.S., it's kind of in this drab, different colors of this, or a dark blue, or this or that. And in Europe, you can get it in like this orange color and fun reds and yellows and stuff like that. It's just kind of interesting that they offer that, but not here, because we don't dress as colorful as they do in Europe. And then there's another locker loop up here. So, and here you can see, this is the hood and the metal piece I was talking about. I don't know if I can show you. It's that thick. So it's a pretty thick piece of wire that goes around for your jacket. And of course, this zips all the way up into a snorkel if you want it that much, or you can take it lower if you don't. And of course, the Swedish flag is on everything that Fjallraven does. That is the Fjallraven Anorak No. 8. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode on the Fjallraven. This is honestly one of my favorite jackets I've ever owned. And it's new, which normally I would be more inclined to be favorable of vintage jackets, which I do love. But I really love this jacket. For me, it was worth getting. Again, I got it a couple years ago where it was a little bit cheaper than it is today. As I was saying, go with a size probably smaller than what you think. If you can go test one out, try one on to see how you like it. It's a different feel than any jacket you've ever had. It's not a normal jacket feeling. But once you get it on, it's almost like it's not there. It's there, but it isn't. I don't know if that's weird, but that's kind of how it is. Again, they come in different colors. You can choose that. Look for used if you want to. If you don't want to buy the new one, they should. I mean, these things should last you a lifetime. They really should, with proper care and fixing and stuff like that. I've never put a hole in this thing yet, but again, I don't wear it daily. Basically, I've been wearing it in the fall time, not really going into the woods with it crazy and running around with thorns and everything like that, but I bet it can handle it. So look for deals of companies that sell it. They'll always have a sale, and sometimes they'll even have a % off on that sale, so make sure you get it there, unless you just have the money and you can buy it directly from Fjallraven. But even they have sales too. They'll have like a 20% off. So probably around the $350 range is what this jacket will cost you new, if you're lucky, as opposed to $500 what they're asking, which is a little high for me. Particularly, it's not leather, it's not shearling, it's not anything that I'm used to that I would pay that sort of money for. It's not handmade, from one guy or something like that. Anyway, I thought you guys might like to see the Fjallraven No. 8 Anorak. It's one of my favorites, and I will see you on the next Derek Does. Thanks for watching.